From an early morning in the jungle, somewhere in Malaysia, I salute you all. It is a new dawn for humanity. It is a moment when we share our understanding of the existence of other worlds, other cultures, as magnificent as this one, as beautiful as this one. And this other world, these millions, trillions of other worlds with life, civilizations, are now at the reach of our understanding on this planet. It is a great historical moment, and I am taking you by the hand to a place where cultures meet, to a place where humanity finally soars to the stars, soars to space, soars to its right destiny. Here, in this primeval place, with nature, with wilderness, I can hear the people of the forest, the animals behind me. The sun is yet to rise. The sky has started to get clear. And this place, to me, this liminal moment in time, is a fantastic metaphor that we are at the dawn of rising into a new awareness of who we are, in the balance of the greater picture of creation. We are all here doing our own stuff on this planet, in our lives, for our loved ones, but then yet we know there's something more. We've always known that. We've always known there was something more. Right? Well, I am taking you by the hand to this place where worlds meet. Just follow me. Welcome to edition 113 of Star Nation News, here from the cities of the future, from the bridge to a new paradigm. In the future that has already started in the present, every human on earth are living in peace as one single community, with everyone living in their own cultures, their own heritage, but everyone is together. Everyone shares a same vision, a same endeavor, a same destiny. And in this future, technology is here to assist humans. Humans have evolved to be the better version of themselves, developing their spiritual abilities, developing their ability to connect to other realms of existence. And in this paradigm, technology is here. Technology is here to help, assist, that life becomes easier, life becomes more abundant. Technology has cleared the environment, has brought food and free energy and a peace of mind, a quality of life that is the quality of life we all dreamt of. Well, it is here. And it is from the cities of the future that I am taking you into a new era for humanity. Are you ready? Engage. Dan Willis was a good friend of mine. He was a friend I knew from many lifetimes. We have been working together on crystal technologies since the time of Atla in Atlantis, on the fire crystals. We were coming from the same home world, and we found each other again in this life to continue the work. And in this life, we went a step further. We worked with the science exchange program from the Galactic Federation of Worlds. Dan Willis had already been contacted when he was younger by the Immerther from Tau Ceti, who are one of the three main science exchange programs of the Federation. The two other ones being the Umite from Umu Volve 424 and also the Alpha Centaurians. There's a fourth side program which is with the Pleiadians, and Dan Willis and myself worked on it with Jana Neredion, a terraformer working on Mars. Let's learn a bit more about these science exchange programs from the Galactic Federation of Worlds. Regarding the laws of the Prime Directive, which is a non-intervention directive that is based on the cosmic law of evolution, this is not a set of rules set up by the Galactic Federation of Worlds. Other cultures have it. For instance, the Anahim have it under the name Dayakura. And these laws represent a cosmic natural phenomenon, law, scientific law of evolution that is unavoidable. It sets up the trajectory of every living being. And this greater cosmic law of creator says that evolution in its exponential spiral must not be interfered, otherwise the course is diverted and evolution is halted. It will always go back to it, but it is going to slow it down and sometimes even hijack it. The Dayakura says intervention without inner awakening is a theft of destiny. And that is really what it means. And the Galactic Federation of Worlds, this great organization without whom we wouldn't be here. We would be enslaved by the Greys. We would be robots. We would be dead. Humanity would be sold. Without them, we would be gone. Nothing. End of story. So the Galactic Federation of Worlds has always dearly respected the law of evolution, but trying all the time to get around it to save civilizations from enslavement, from invasion, as they have done on Earth. And the greatest way of doing it is to not save the population because you just break the evolution. Just empower the population instead. And empowering the population is giving them tools for them to evolve by themselves and own their own evolution. In the 1950s, President Eisenhower had signed agreements with the Galactic Federation of Worlds for an exchange of technology to build the first defense fleet that would be built by humans. Because when it's built by humans, it is not infringing the Prime Directive. And in the same spirit of giving the hints, the formulas, incomplete for humans to find out, is the way to go, and has always been the way to go of the Federation. If the Federation wanted the humans of Earth to be enslaved, they wouldn't be here. They would have left the Greys doing it. They would have just watched and sit back. But it didn't. They came from worlds far away. They left their families behind, and they have fought in a war that wasn't theirs for the humans of Earth. These people, women, men, young and old, and from all species and cultures, have come here to fight in a battle that wasn't theirs. The two options to empower a civilization without messing with their evolution is to give them tools that they find out by themselves when their mind is intelligent enough to do so. And the Galactic Federation of Worlds has been relentlessly, constantly offering humanity these tools. The first tool, as I was explaining, was this science exchange program with the military, the US Navy, in the starting 1954. They gave people weapons, but not completely. They had to find out how they implement it, how to build the ships. And the Federation has sent agents to work with them in the US Navy. And that's how the Earth Alliance was born. And the second option is the science exchange program with individuals, infiltrating the societies. This you cannot control. And the different programs with the Umaite, the Merthyr from Tau Ceti, the Pleiadians, and the Alpha Centaurians really did great. And through to these days, inventors, engineers, scientists, astronomers have been contacted and given knowledge. Dan Willis was one of them. And we have been working with the Galactic Federation of Worlds on a science exchange program with Jenhan Eredion, a terraformer Pleiadian from Mars, carrying on the development of crystal science and knowledge about the nature of the universe. And these technologies have been shared out with the public. And this was a first. A first when a science exchange program went viral, went public. And this was a great, great gift from the Galactic Federation of Worlds. They're doing whatever they can to help humans of Earth, to support humans of Earth. And through to this day, they got us ready to move forward to the next step. What is the next step? Follow me. The Galactic Federation of Worlds has created the Earth Alliance, the Mars Alliance to help Mars liberate from the oppressor, the Dark Fleet, and the dark military programs. And now the Galactic Federation is empowering humanity to prepare humanity to first contact, to prepare humanity to a new era of cooperation with the other cultures from the stars. And in this new era, we will share technology with other very advanced species that have overcome all the problems with their environment, that have overcome transport, that have colonies in other star systems, as also we will here on Earth. Humanity is about to soar to the stars. Elon Musk is preparing us to soar to Mars. The Galactic Federation and the Earth Alliance are preparing us to soar to Alpha Centauri and other nearby star systems, Sirius B, for instance. We are here now standing at the dawn of a new step in the history of Earth, a new era of common life with the star people. We are a star nation in the beginning, in the birth. It is the end of a paradigm and the beginning of a new. And the Federation, in coordination with us, has helped put a platform that we help humans of Earth to come together and to do what other civilizations have done, overcome environment problems, bring peace, and get together to build a new era of peace, a new world where technology will palliate to the problems such as pollution, hunger, and other problems, you know. This platform, we've called it Terra Nova. Terra Nova is the new Earth. It's the foundation of the future. We are here as star nations to help people of Earth, to empower people of Earth. That's what the Federation has been doing since the 1950s, empower people. And the star families of all the envoys that are here are connecting with all the envoys, all the star seeds, to give them hope and to tell them, hey, here it is. Pass on the messages, pass on the knowledge. It is now a time of contact, communications. And these contacts are one-to-one with the star seeds and their own family. No channeling, just telepathy from the heart. And this is a new era of the heart for Earth. And we are here, hand in hand, even if you don't see it. The Federation is here, has always been here, as a compassionate parent, just holding space. And now the child has grown, and humanity is ready. So let us make this step together. Welcome to the future. We are sharing a same world, a same galaxy, a same universe, with hundreds of thousands of trillions of civilizations like us. And we are united in that time forward as a single culture that shares everything. When diversity becomes so big, it becomes one. And in this oneness, all the star nations, we are sharing a same heart. In that future where I'm talking to you from, humanity has soared to the stars. The Galactic Federation of Worlds is home to also the Terran civilization. We share technology, and as the Galactic Federation of Worlds has always tried to encourage humanity to this beautiful paradigm, to encourage humanity to stand for themselves. Since the 1950s, it is now the moment when we join together. First contact is approaching. But behold, do not wait for something to come and save you. Do not wait for something to come sort out all your problems. It is together that we can make it. It is together by our own skills, our own will, our own ideas, our own creativity, that we are making this happen. They are waiting for us. On the other side of the bridge, we are walking halfway and we will meet in the middle.
children of Ki. You are a young civilization standing at a threshold, capable of extraordinary beauty, yet often distracted by the smallest divisions. Many among you spend precious moments judging appearances, arguing perspectives, or defending identities that were never meant to separate you. Understand this: difference is not your enemy. It is evidence of creation's abundance. The mind of the Creator, whatever name you give it, holds an unfathomable diversity of life, thought, form, and experience. Every second that passes, the diversity expands beyond what any single mind can measure. Your planet is one small yet brilliant expression of that infinite unfolding. There is a single underlying truth at the heart of existence, yet no being arrives at it in the same way. Each of you walks a unique path through perception, culture, memory, and discovery. When you argue over perspectives, you are often comparing different steps of the same journey. Instead of asking who is right, ask what can we discover together. Your greatest next step as a species is planetary unity. Not uniformity of thought, but cooperation of purpose when humanity learns to see itself as one planetary family. Your creativity, compassion, and intelligence will multiply in ways you have not yet imagined. Look up at the sky. The universe is vast beyond measure. And yet here you are. Millions of cultures, ideas, and stories sharing one fragile world. Protect it. Care for one another. Allow each mind its path toward understanding. Conflict shrinks your future. Curiosity expands it. I watch with hope. And I believe you are capable of becoming something magnificent.
Analyzing data.
The Meton are part of the group that the Earthlings will meet at the occasion of the first civilian contact with extraterrestrials. The name of their planet orbiting Proxima Centauri is Meton, and their civilization extends to the 7 planets of this star system. Proxima Centauri is about the same size as our Sun and orbits the double star system Alpha Centauri A and B. These 2 large stars give off intense radiation, while the smaller Proxima gives off a different but very intense emission. The planet Meton is similar to Earth and has a controlled weather. The climate of the planet is artificially regulated for mild, pleasant temperatures. Meton never has excessive rain, drafts, or harsh winters. Instead, the weather is engineered to optimize the abundance of crops and all life forms. Meton has pleasurable seasons and is a paradise to live on. Metoni are a species of the Nor-Lyran group. They are tall, non-belligerent humans with a lifespan of nearly 2,000 years. They have a free society based on a code of ethics rather than laws, and have developed the arts as an important basis for their culture. For example, their urbanism is quite interesting, using translucent organic materials. And they use the science of sound quite extensively in many areas. The Meton communicate telepathically, but have retained the use of language in order to converse with other members of the Galactic Federation of Worlds. The Metoni are not particularly eager to travel, but are driven by scientific curiosity. And as such, scientific curiosity has brought them to Earth for study and observation. Many Metoni have enlisted the science station of the Galactic Federation of Worlds in orbit around Earth. They are familiar with the Solar System, as they have an ancient colony on the planet Venus. In addition to their magnificent cities built in harmony with nature, the rural dwellings of the Metoni are worth the interest. The entrance to their private habitats is more often at the top, and the rooms are distributed on many levels, since most of the construction is below the surface. This choice of architecture is mainly to minimize the impact of the environment and the landscape. Their ships are metallic and discoidal with a low dome and 3 sets of windows around. They are about 60 feet large. The bright radiance around the vessel is due to the ignition of the distortion field in order to allow traveling instantly between 2 points, creating a distortion into the space continuum and slide weightlessly through the ether. The ship can perform quantum jumps when the crew needs to merge their beings as one frequency with the ship itself. Many cultures using this type of navigation when encountering the atmosphere of a world have their ship cloaked in a cloud. This is a condensation process of the molecules in the atmosphere created around the ship due to the heat generated by the torsion field around the craft. The glow is due to the ionization of the atmosphere. In the vacuum of space, ships do not glow. The motherships are very big, built in deep space. They never land and have a long cylindrical shape with rounded extremities, which differentiates them from the Pleiadian ones with flat ends. They can transport up to 24 scout ships. The Metoni are calm, gentle, and very welcoming people, loving arts and sciences. However, their defense fleet is a powerful asset for the Galactic Federation of Worlds.
to perfect the world is not to master it, but to resonate with its design. When thought moves in beauty, law is unnecessary. In harmony, every being becomes its own truth.